Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. You can hear the officials from the United States Embassy. And guess what? The big man is here today. Coming up right now is Ask the Consul. Yes, it's Ask the Consul, and of course, my very special guest to see. I didn't know that he would be back. My listeners ask for him, and he's a big man. So I say, oh boy, I'm going to come back on this program again. But I cannot believe it. He's actually here with me again. Consul General Michael Schimmel. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Vernon. How nice to see you this morning.
It's
Thank
good
you so
to
much
see you
for
again.
having me on your program again.
And listeners, I must tell you, he has been mounting me about Low River. Yeah, buddy.
Low River's favorite son? Right here, the big man himself, Vernon, straight from Low River, Trelawney. Very exciting. So how is the new highway affecting Low River? Have you driven by it?
No, you go through Christiana. So that highway was built some time ago, opened up some time ago. So that's doing pretty well. As a matter of fact, there was a time when it will take you used to take a bus. I don't think you were born then. They call it Spring Blossom. You take it from about 7 o'clock in the morning from a district called Lime Tree. That's near to Low River. And you'd probably reach Kingston probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it takes about an hour and a half to reach to Christiana. So things are much better.
Very good.
So, Mike, what has been happening at the embassy?
Well, it's the season for change. We have quite a few new people arriving. September is the time of the biggest changes for us as summer concludes. But, because, we're here for 2 or 3 years at a time, and they usually correspond. Our changes.
I have a problem with that.
I understand, but we'd like to stay longer, of course. But they correspond, our changes, to the ends of the school year, which reminds me, of course, big up to all the parents, big up to all the teachers.
What do you know about big up?
Big day.
Mr. Schimmel, what do you know about big up?
Yeah, so nice, Vernon.
Yeah, so nice,
Listen,
I tell you.
Glad Medea.
Yes, boss.
So, no, I really wanted to salute all the families who are sending their kids off next week. I know Doree will be taking her children to school for the start of the new school year, and the teachers, all of them working hard to get ready. It's such a valuable and noble profession, and I hope they're appreciated as much as they should be by all their students and all their families, because they do such wonderful work. And the school year starts on Monday. It's very exciting.
Yes.
Well, you remember, Vernon, I understand you used to be a teacher.
Yes. Yeah. And I learned some serious lessons there. A student called me the other day. I said, I can still beat you. Think because you're a big man, we can't beat you again. We have a caller there. I think Thompson. Miss Thompson? Is it Miss Thompson? On the line. Good morning. How are you doing? Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Baker Footmore.
Hey, good to have you. Go right ahead.
Okay, I have visited the embassy 6 times. I'm very nervous of the place, honestly. Because at all times you go to the consul, it's like your heart coming to your mouth. You never know what the person's going to ask or what they're going to tell you.
Miss Thompson, you've been to see us 6 times?
6 times. I have a house.
You probably know us by now. You probably know everybody in the place 6 times. My goodness.
No, I don't know anybody, but
and you still don't feel relaxed when you come up there. You still feel your heart in your throat.
It's like I don't pass maths because I have a phobia when it comes to mathematics. So it's just like doing an exam.
My goodness. Yeah, I can understand. I know that a lot of people come to the embassy. They're a little bit intimidated. They're a little bit afraid. When was the last time you came to see us?
2011.
Oh, try it again. Try it again. It's a friendlier place now. We have an awning over the sidewalk. Didn't used to be there. We have a nice greet force, several nice security guards. You'll see several people before you even get to the American officer.
It's kind of costly when you do take time out and you save up this money.
I understand. Yeah.
And you don't get you honestly come like.
But you have to understand.
One of the purposes of this program is to let you know that really there's nothing to be scared about. It's much easier than you think to approach us and get a visa. 7 out of 10 of the applicants get their visas now. Please feel free to apply.
I have to go to, but you have to understand it's a discretionary thing, so it's part of life. So guess what? I have a suggestion. It's a personal suggestion. Probably if you're not so nervous the next time, you never can tell. God might bless you.
Exactly. Yeah, come to the embassy feeling
because
confident.
when you're nervous, you look like you don't know what you're saying, so you need to just go there with a brave spirit.
Yeah, relax. Practice with the first people you see. Say hello to the greeters. Say hello to the security guards. Say hello to the local staff that looks at your first documents. By the time you get to the American officer, you'll be relaxed. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Miss Thompson. You too.
Okay,
thanks for calling.
Have a good day. All right, let's now go to Nadia. Nadia, good morning. How are you? Nadia? All right, I think Nadia probably credit ran out. We have Mark. Let's go to Mark. Mark, good morning. How are you? Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Man. How are you doing?
Not bad. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Cranston.
Okay, good to have you. You want to talk to Michael Schimmel?
Morning, Mark.
Yeah, Mr. Schimmel, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for calling, Mark.
I want to ask a question. Is there a window that you can come in at the embassy and sit and talk with somebody about your visa?
No, but there is an email address where you can write in and ask questions about your visa or your possible application for a visa, and it's Kingston NIV, Kingston, letters NIV, at state.gov, and you'll find that on our webpage as well. You just Google U.S. Embassy, it'll come up. But again, whatever matter you have concerning a visa, I hope we can respond to it by email.
All right, let me ask you the question, though.
Okay.
In Jamaica, right, you have your birth certificate.
Right.
And then you have a white piece of paper that they would give you, but then you would apply for what is called the original. Now that's the blue, it has some colors on it now. That's in the...
Hold on, if you ask me a question about birth certificate, you know.
I'm getting to the point.
Yeah, get it very quickly, you see?
Yeah. But when you apply, the new paper that you get is saying a different date of birth on it from the original one that your parents gave you.
What we're going to look at is your passport.
Yes, but you would use that to get a passport before.
I have a suggestion to you, sir. Sir, hello?
Yes.
Yes, it seems to me that you have a discrepancy on that birth certificate. You need to make contact with the RGD to have it sorted out.
And you can write to our email address. Tell us you called the program and you were encouraged to write to us because it looks like it's going to be a bit of a detailed answer.
Yes,
okay?
Yes. All right. You write to them at RGD. You can copy me on this. So you check with RGD to have that matter changed. You see?
Okay. Thanks, Mark.
All right. All the best. Thanks for calling. Can we take Nordia before we go for the break? All right.
Nordia's back?
Nordia, yes, she's
good.
back.
Good.
Nordia, good morning. Good to have you back.
We scared her away.
Good morning.
No, I would have scared her away. Not for sure.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Nordia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I went to America, spent 2 months, and came back in June.
Good.
And my sister, who wanted to go and spend 2 weeks, she wanted to take my son with her. And he had an appointment on Friday at the embassy, and I took him there, and he was denied. So I want to know, early, could I reapply for him?
You could reapply as soon as you feel that you have something different to show the officer. Or if you feel that the officer who dealt with you didn't see all of the facts and you just want another review. Because every time you come, you'll be seen by a different officer. It's inconvenient and it costs money, and there's no guarantee that you'll be approved the second time or that the child will be approved the second time. But that's the recourse that's available to you. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Before you go, the child is, whose child you said?
My son.
Is your son?
And his aunt, my sister, wanted to take him when she traveled. And he had an appointment on Friday.
Right, I got it. I just wanted to find out to make sure that it is your son.
You can try again for him whenever it's convenient for
all
you.
Right.
Just remember the details I described, okay?
Okay.
All right, all the
you.
best. And I wish you all the best when you go try again, you see?
Thanks,
Okay,
Georgia.
thank you.
All right. Okay, Michael, we're going to go for the break right
Okay.
now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. It's Ask the Consul. I'm Vernon Darby with the Consul General for the United States Embassy, Michael Schimmel. Mike, there are many of us who believe that, boy, me not get no more visa because I don't give out all the visa already. I want to give a certain amount, so I like when we go a certain time, me not get it. Is there any truth to that?
I'm glad you asked me that question.
Yes.
Because somehow people have the idea that on a given day, if there are 700 people coming in, we're only going to approve 491 of them.
We have a quota.
No, we don't have a quota.
Okay.
We hope all of them qualify. We tell people very openly, 70% of our people qualify, 70% of our applicants.
Yes.
We wish all of them could qualify because we want them to go to the States. I loved hearing from the caller just recently who had spent 2 months in the States because she probably spent lots of money in the United States. So we like that. We hope everybody qualifies. There is no quota. In a given day, perhaps 90% will qualify, perhaps 80%. Overall, 70%.
I think what you need to do is to go there, speak the truth.
What was it Felix said? The best thing you can bring to the window
is the truth.
Is the truth.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Don't be nervous. And if you convince the officer, then you don't have a problem.
Absolutely.
Now, somebody says that somebody sent me a message, and it says, "Can someone with a work permit purchase a house overseas?"
Oh, that's interesting. Of course, this isn't connected to visas so much, but yeah, you can. And I'm not an authority on this, but yes, a foreign citizen, a foreign national, can buy property in the United States. But he would have that all explained to him by the real estate broker.
Okay.
So if you contact a broker or an agent, they'll be only too happy to guide you through the processes of purchasing a house. Of course, people have houses in the States and they live all over the world. Many celebrities have houses in Miami or Los Angeles, for example.
Yes, in Miami, I know. Yes.
Exactly. You probably have a couple of houses in Hollywood.
Well, you know what? Friends of mine. So I can stay there.
Malibu Beach.
I know that this was going to lead on to something else, Mike, because this person continues to say, can they also pay taxes with the hope of filing for himself? I guess, or him or herself.
Well, your taxes due in the United States do not connect to a right to immigrate. You might owe taxes because you've earned income in the States, but that doesn't lead to an immigration status. So they're kind of separate categories. Many people owe taxes in the United States even though they don't live there because their industry generates some sort of royalties from the States. If a Jamaican performer, for example, has a sellout concert in New York City, he or she is going to owe some taxes to the state of New York and to the federal government, even though they don't live in New York. So that has nothing to do with immigration status.
Right.
Separate agency.
Okay, we're going to go to the line right now, the lines. We have Miss Forbes. Miss Forbes, how are you doing? Good morning. Good to have you.
Yes, good morning. I'd just like to know how far they're reaching the F3 category.
F3, I'm glad you asked that because I brought my cheat sheet, Miss Forbes, because this changes, as you know, and you can find out the flow by looking online for the Visa Bulletin, the monthly Visa Bulletin. The F3 category, you're talking about the married son or daughter of a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
And right now we're processing cases that were filed for before the 15th of November, 2003. So it's quite a long time back. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's probably disappointing news. People in that category have been waiting a long time. Okay, so keep your eyes on the bulletin so you'll see it at any change, okay? Thanks for calling.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Let's go to our next caller. Is it Miss Williams? Miss Williams?
Yes, Mr. Darby, how are you today?
Not bad. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Westmoreland.
Westmoreland, how nice to hear from you.
No, I was down there. Westmoreland, lovely place, man. I hope not get water nowadays. No water.
I'm going there this
weekend.
weekend.
We get a lot of rain down this side.
Good to hear. So it's nice and green.
We were even having heavy breeze. I thought it was a storm.
Oh, my goodness. I'll be in Westmoreland this weekend. I'm planning to travel in that direction, and I'm going to visit Savlamar and Frome and a few places.
Right. You're right near to me.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Miss Williams.
Yes, I'd like to ask some questions pertaining to the visa.
Okay.
In the past, I had been filing for, my brother was filing for my daughter and me in way back. Maybe in the 70s, the 80s so. But it was granted and then denied because my brother had returned to Jamaica and died when the application finally coming through. And I had decided to go and try still to see if it would work out because his wife was still living in the States. All my requirements were fulfilled except that they said that the only ticklish problem is because he returned to Jamaica. And after that, he took sick and died. So after that, I have applied to go on the work program, and I was granted to go on the program. And they gave me a chance to explain my situation, and I was able to get access to go on the program. So I've been on the program for 3 years now, and I just take a little break. But my daughter now wants to go. Her father been trying to take her in from she was 12. And every time we take her up there, they deny the access to go to the U.S. As soon as they ask, who's your mother? And my name come up, they said that I was on filing, but they didn't ask why the filing was denied.
How old is she now?
She's now 23 and would like to reapply.
When was her last application?
She should fill out an application.
How long ago?
No, our last application was 2012.
She should apply again if she thinks that she's qualified. She's an independent young woman now.
She's now in college. She's now finishing up in college.
Excellent.
She have one more year in college.
Excellent.
So I'm wondering if she have to, our father cannot take her now.
No, she's 23. She's going to be seen as an independent young woman. So she should time it so that she's in a position to demonstrate her strong ties to Jamaica and resources enough to support herself during a short stay in the States, or identify the friends and family that'll take care of her for the short time that she's there. But at 23, she's an entirely different case than she was when she was someone's total dependent. So she should feel free to apply when she feels qualified, okay? And the website will give you information. If you just Google U.S. Embassy and follow the links, they'll give you some suggestions. Is
there any possibility that any special requirements you need have to take, like the birth certificate of my brother or whatever?
No, nothing whatsoever. All of those family circumstances may be of interest to the officer, but she can just explain them. What we're looking at is a young woman who wants to visit the United States. Perfectly normal. We hope she qualifies.
Okay then, sir. Have a pleasant day.
You too. Thank you.
Same to you. And I look forward to coming and visiting that area soon, hopefully.
Yes, certainly. Visit to where I'm living in Sheffield. That is a lovely area.
You better make sure you have some rice and peas and curry goat to come, so you stay there.
That's right.
All right, take care. All the best to see.
Have bills.
Listeners, Mr. Shibet has me in stitches. I don't know. I would be scared to come to you for my... No, I hope I have your officers, because you guys just...
Listen, none of us are scary. We're all very, very calm and relaxed people. We want you to feel the same way when you come up. Because the best way to tell the truth is when you're relaxed.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, Mr. Shimel, sometimes many of us, including myself, you have a little challenge, with time, Mr. Shimel. Yes, time is a real problem to many of us, you see. Now, I know you have, for example, at 9 o'clock. That's 9. See, I have to make sure it says 9 a.m. Because it said 9, and some of us will turn up at 9 p.m. Right? Help me know.
We haven't seen that happen, but yeah.
You have a 9 a.m. appointment.
Right.
What time should one get to the embassy?
I'm glad you asked me that. Everybody is assigned a time for their appointment, but there's confusion over that. So you find people saying, I got a 9 o'clock appointment, I better get there at 7. In fact, the time that you're assigned is your arrival time. It's not your appointment time. That's when we want you to arrive. So 9 a.m., arrive at 9 a.m. or 5 minutes to 9, 10 minutes to 9. Do not arrive at 7. Do not arrive at 6. The sidewalk is not a comfortable place, even under an awning.
Exactly.
So get there at the time you're assigned. We expect to see you then. You'll see the smiling faces of our greeters at that time. They'll say to you, 9 o'clock, perfect, you're right on time. Thanks for showing up on time. Don't come extra early. This way we keep the crowd flow constant. We don't like to see people out on the sidewalk. There's too many hassles out there.
So be on time.
But for the arrival, it's not your appointment time. Your arrival, it might be 9. You're going to see the officer around 9:30 because you're going to get your fingerprints photographed. You're going to talk to a couple people. Then you'll be interviewed.
All right.
All right?
All right, let's go to another caller. Angel, good morning.
Hello.
Good to have you.
Good morning. Good morning.
That's your real name, Angel?
I'm fine, sir.
I hope you're a real angel,
Okay, my problem is... Good morning, Consul.
Good morning. Good morning, Angel. Nice to talk to you.
My daughter, I made an appointment. I wanted her to go for the summer.
How old is she?
She's 13.
13.
Yeah, she traveled before. But what happened is that when she got back her visa on the 20th, she couldn't travel again because, school is 1 week.
Yes, I know. Exciting.
Right. But what happened, on her visa, she got 3 months, which she don't have a holiday in that 3 months to go again.
Oh, my goodness.
So what do I do with that?
That happens sometimes. You must have tried to, in the interview, perhaps the officer had the idea that she was traveling very soon when really you meant for her to travel.
No, he asked me when I wanted her was to travel, but I tell him it was for the summer, but she only have a week because she had to go back to school in September.
Listen, why don't you send us an email, because that's something we hope we can correct. We don't want to see you pay needlessly. See if we can correct it. Can you send us an email at Kingston NIV? Kingston NIV, that stands for non-immigrant visa, at state.gov, and just explain, I got a 3-month visa, but I'm not going to be able to use it because somehow it was misconstrued at the window. Is there a way that I can get it extended or changed for something longer so that I can travel, say, at Christmas or next summer? Okay? And we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay, that happens sometimes, and it's unfortunate. But just let us know, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know for sure that we can fix it, but we'll certainly want to respond to your question, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, you have a good day. And you keep listening. And tell
Thanks,
your friends
Angel.
and relatives to stay tuned to this program. All right, we have another caller, Ms. Smith. How you doing?
I'm fine, Mr.
Good to
Darby.
have you. Where you
Good
calling from?
morning, Mr. Mike Shamel.
Good morning, Miss
Okay.
Smith. Nice to talk to you.
How are you doing, Mr. Shamel?
Just fine, thanks. Where are you calling from, Miss Smith?
I'm calling from Consul Spring.
Constant Spring. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay. How
drive
long
on-
more you have left here?
I have about 2 years left, yeah. I drive on Constant Spring every day, by the way.
Now, I'm giving him more time. I'm giving him another 2 more years.
Beautiful. We
Yes.
want him to stay so that
Thank
when we
you.
go up there,
Thank you.
we
It's
can,
very kind of you.
be interviewed by him. What a pleasure, Jubilee. Mr. Chanel,
Yes, Miss Smith.
my son is a citizen and he has put in an application for me.
Oh, wonderful.
I got some correspondence asking to appoint my agent.
Mm-hmm. Good.
How long after that should I listen out for some more?
Have you heard back has your son heard back from the National Visa Center? He has, right? Because you've identified an agent.
Yes.
It's going to happen soon. It's
Okay.
going to happen soon. Mothers of U.S. citizens don't have long to wait.
Okay.
All right? So don't pack your bags tomorrow. Don't quit your job tomorrow.
No.
But be ready to be called to the embassy for your interview. And where are you going to live in the States? Where's your son live?
My son is now in Jersey.
Jersey. Wonderful.
Okay.
You're going to love the winter.
No.
I saw in the paper the other day, Vernon,
Yes.
that there's a Jamaican hockey team, a Jamaican ice hockey team in
What?
Toronto, Ontario.
I tell you, we are
It's
something
in
else,
it's
man.
in yesterday's.
I'll be moving to
Yeah.
Florida. I don't think I'll be able to manage the cold.
No,
Not after last year of what I...
Last year was pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty rough, bro.
But Miss Smith, maybe you'll like ice skating
Exactly.
or skiing. In any
All
case,
right.
we wish you well. Thanks,
All right.
Miss Smith.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Mr.
Bye.
Darby.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay, let's now go to another listener, Claudette. How are you doing? Claudette?
Good morning.
Yes. Good to have you.
Yeah, I'm
Something seems to be wrong with your telephone. We're getting a horrible sound. Probably have to ask her to...
Is that clearly?
No, there's a terrible sound. I'm going to ask you
You have
to
to turn off the
call
radio
back.
or turn down the radio.
Well, my listeners know that if you have your radio on, I simply go to the next caller.
Okay.
All right, so we have now, I think, Monica on the line. Good morning, Monica. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Morning. I'm fine. How are you?
Me, I'm fat.
Wonderful.
Are you say wonderful?
Yeah, man. Wonderful. Good to hear you. I've been listening from at your service, you know, and I wanted to call in, but then I didn't get through. But I'm so happy I'm able to talk to you now.
Oh, it's great to have you.
Good to hear from you, Monica. How are you?
I am doing great.
Good,
and Mr.
good.
Shamel, my
Yes.
question is this. My niece, she has been living with me for since she was a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
Her mom and dad, they're actually in a small island. Both have U.S. visas.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, no, who is her father, applied for her about 2 years ago, and it was turned down because he was told that because she's not living with him and he's not living here, then they would not have given her the visa. My question is this. The fact that I'm her guardian, not on paper, would I be able... I have traveled to the United States about 3 times.
And
I
you
do
have a
have
visa,
a
of
visa.
course.
Yes. Would it be possible for me to make an application on her behalf so that she'll be able to say, when I'm going again, be
Sure.
able to travel with me?
Well, listen, Monica, first let me make it clear. An application is always possible. What you want to do, though, is make sure that your application is as completely informed as it can be.
Okay.
So if there's no chance that you're going to get yourself appointed formally the guardian of this young lady?
I don't know.
Well,
because,
that
I
would be
mean,
best,
Her
but-
mom and dad,
yeah.
they're both alive.
Yeah, and I don't want you taking steps that you don't need to take for other reasons. But if you come to the window, if you do choose to not to apply for her, then you'd want to make sure you brought items from her mom and dad indicating they authorize her to travel with you.
Okay.
You want to show your own visa. You want to show copies of their visas. And just explain to the officer exactly what you're explaining to me.
Okay. So that would be able to work.
Well, that would be the best way to come to the window with the truth.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, very good. Thanks. Nice talking to you, Mother
Okay,
Girl.
thank you much.
All right, bye-bye.
All the best.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay, have a wonderful day. Let's now go to, I think, Mark.
Yeah, Vernon.
My brother, good to have you. Where are you calling from now?
Man. I called earlier, Kingston.
Oh, this is the same Mark, yeah.
I really want to just get this answer from the consulate.
This is about the birth certificate.
Just bear with me.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was asking, right? When we applied for the birth certificate, we got the original now. But we had a visa before, so the date on the birth certificate is different from that in the visa.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Yeah. Have you? And what happened? Did you come to the window and get denied?
No, we already got a visa, but we used the old birth paper to get the passport.
Uh-huh.
But now you apply for the new birth certificate. When it comes, it has a different date.
Is your visa
conflicting date with the visa and with the passport and with the birth paper?
But right now, is your passport active?
It is. It's going to be expired in a couple of months.
And your visa is active as well, correct?
Yes, it is active.
Okay, so you want to renew the visa and rectify this confusion, correct?
Yes. Well,
just
the visa has about 6 more years on it.
Well, you're going to put it in the new you're going to want to put it in the new passport.
With the right date that is on the birth
it's
paper.
not a problem.
Sir,
just bring in all those.
Hello.
Yeah.
Listen very carefully to what he's saying. So just hold on it.
Just bring in all those documents and explain what happened. That the birth document originally needed correction. It's since been corrected. Your travel record's been fine. You have a new passport with the appropriate birth date. You want to make sure the new visa has the appropriate birth date because you know you can't travel when there's a contradiction. It should be very easy. It should be very easy.
Come to the embassy, make a date.
Yeah, make an appointment so that you can transfer your current visa into the new passport. It's just like a first-time application, but it won't be because you've traveled before. And bring the documents that demonstrate the changes. And just explain. Say, this is a little bit unusual, but I understand you're familiar with this. I had my birth date corrected. I have my passport corrected. Now I need my visa corrected and transferred to the new document. All right? Okay? Shouldn't be an issue, Mark. Shouldn't be an issue.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
You bet. Thanks for calling.
So I made the application online just the same?
Yes, same as you were applying for a first-time visa.
Okay, sir.
All right, have a wonderful day, you see.
Have
all
a great
the best,
day.
dear.
Sorry for earlier confusion. That should help you.
All right, let's go to another caller. Miss Brown, how you doing? Miss Brown is in town. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Portmore.
Hey, good to have you.
Okay, I would like to speak with the conference.
You bet. Good morning, Miss Brown. I'm all ears. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, sir. I had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 65 years of age.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 5 years now, I was in America. Okay, I had my visa.
Mm-hmm.
But my niece, she didn't have a mother. Her mother died. So she was expecting a baby, having a baby. So I overstayed a month with her. And 5 years now, and I came back down. And last year I went for the visa, and it turned me down and said that I overstayed.
Mm.
And don't give it to me, and I'm 65 years old.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, those situations are a little bit unique, and it's hard to talk on the radio about your particular circumstances. You can find out what the consequence is of an overstay if you go online and just type that in on Google, overstay, USA, consequence, and you'll see what's explained there. There's a way to overcome that, and it'll explain it to you online. It's a little more detailed than we can go into now, but there are steps that can be taken to allow you to visit the United States again if you were overstayed by only a month and it was 5 years ago. But I don't want to go into them in great detail here because there are other listeners. But do look at it, and if you want to send us a note, by all means. But I think you'll find the information online. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Thanks for calling, and enjoy.
Have a wonderful day.
Enjoy your golden years. You're a ways away from them at 65. You've got many years to go before you're in your golden age. But thanks for calling.
All right, you take care, see? Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. I'm Vernon Dabbits, Ask the Consul, and of course we have Michael Schimmel, the Consul General for the United States Embassy right here in Kingston. We have a caller on the line, Lydia, and how you do? Good to have you. Lydia?
Good morning.
How you do? Good to have you. Where are you calling from now?
I'm calling from Maypen.
Hey, Maypen. Now, you mean hot Maypen? I hope it's getting cooler out there.
Yes.
Yes, cool. Right ahead.
Yeah. Good morning. This is Lydia, and I'm calling from Maypen.
Good morning, Lydia.
And I have a British passport. At the moment I'm in Clarendon.
Uh-huh.
I want to find out if I have to get a visa to go to America.
You have a British passport?
Yes.
You know, in my house, 4 of us live in my house, and I'm the only one who does not have a British passport.
Really?
My wife and children all have British passports and American passports.
Yeah.
With a British passport, you should not need a visa. You have a visa waiver opportunity. But
so I can go to America anytime I want to without a visa.
That's right, but there is one step you have to take,
yes.
and that is something called ESTA.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it stands for. But you can do that online. You don't have to come to the consular section. Just go to the Internet, use Google, and type in ESTA requirements. And it'll come up and it'll tell you what you have to do. All right?
Oh, thank you.
You register once and you can travel for several years without doing anything else. But you do have to do that before you buy your ticket. Okay?
Yeah.
But before she goes, Michael, but it means therefore she would have to travel on her British passport.
Oh, yeah, of course. Good point. You'd have to carry that British passport, of course.
Yes, I have a available British passport.
Good. Yeah, you'd have to travel with that. And if you prefer to get a visa, you can do that too. But ESTA is a convenient process if people don't want to bother with the visa.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's important, But I reach the airport and you leave the British passport they have there.
No, I never leave it anywhere. I'm going and take that with me.
Yes.
You should actually carry both because
you can leave the accent but not the passport.
Because when you come back to the Rock, they're going to want to see your Jamaican passport.
Exactly.
So, as you know, of course.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks, Lydian.
And you have a wonderful day.
In Maypen.
Thank you.
All right, you take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
good hearing there from Maypen. I think that's the final call.
Oh, okay.
Now, Michael.
Yeah, you know, before we go any further, I got to say, I like your new crib.
Hey, you told me to baby. Why would you do that, Mr.
This studio is wonderful.
Yes, it is
This
wonderful.
is really nice.
You're beautiful.
Your audience should see this studio. It is, and not only was it already nice, but Vernon has pimped the place.
You're horribly, Yes, next time when he comes here, see, we are not going to give him any visa at all, you see. I'll have to talk to him first before he gets his visa to come inside the
It is fantastic. It is really comfortable, really nice.
As if he planned to stay longer,
Really, really pleasant. I congratulate the station on such nice quarters and good parking and nice facilities.
Right. And I must
really
say,
nice.
Mike, we're getting good feedback from our listeners about this partnership. And what I'd love is listeners in other countries, the Caribbean, to listen to this program because you guys are giving a wealth of information.
Well, we appreciate it too because, as I said, our goal is to demystify the process and make people more relaxed because you're not likely to have a comfortable interview if you're nervous.
Exactly.
And we want to make you realize we're human beings, we're perfectly normal people, we're guests in your country, we're delighted that you're coming to see us.
Right.
And we hope you can come to see us in the United States, and as I said before,
and spend some money.
Spend some money.
You want a tourist, right?
Spend some money,
that.
yes.
Thank you very much, Michael Schimmel, Consul General for the United States Embassy. Everybody celebrating their birthday today?
I didn't take a poll of my colleagues, but I'm sure there are many in the consular section who are.
All right, get that to me so that we can probably mention those birthdays.
I'll send you a list, and you can give them a shout. And you can give them a shout. And you can give them a shout. And you can give them a shout.